Welcome back everyone. I'm sure you're wondering, why is Peter wearing gloves today? Is he going to fight us? Is he going to punch someone? Or is he preparing for training? So I want to clarify with you and go a little bit on a search for an answer on the question of what is a fight and what is training. I see a lot of the times in the comments on my videos, people are mentioning that this is not looking like a fight. In a real fight you would lose easily, you can't use that on the street. So what actually is a real fight? How is it defined? Is a fight just in a sports area, in an arena with gloves and head protection, or is it with gloves and without head protection, or is it with a street fight without gloves maybe, and just pure strength and no rules at all? So sometimes I'm wondering, if I'm training with someone, would you call that a fight? Yeah, I guess you wouldn't, from what I've seen. And if I'm trying some sparring, yeah, would that be a fight? Because then, how would we spar? Would we spar with gloves and headgear and just punch as hard as we can, and then just can we have less movement maybe? Yeah, but how do we stop? And why is that a real fight? And because then we wouldn't fight really to hurt each other as well, yeah, because there's no real winning. Yeah? And do I really fight there to tap out? Yeah? How do I know that I don't hurt my trainings partner? Yeah? Because maybe I don't want to hurt someone if I am not real fighting but only training. Yeah? How about just some fighting to see who would come through, yeah, with a punch, and then just stopping before the impact? Would that be a fight? Or would that be seeing who can punch the other person but not really see who's connecting, or who is connecting and who isn't? Yeah, would that define a fight? Or would that look like, you're not really punching each other, so therefore it's not a fight? Yeah, so all those questions are in my head, and I'm wondering, well, what is allowed? What is a fight? What would you define as a fight? I don't know. If I am walking down the alley, yeah, dark hallway, and someone jumps me and is trying to kill me, and I'm using everything I've got, would that be a fight? Yeah, would you define it as a fight? Is that the only place where I'm really fighting? Yeah, and if that's the case, then well, most likely he also has a knife. So I can't really train for that anyway. So no matter what we are training and what we define as a fight and what we are showing, it's always, well, that's not a real fight, that's not a real situation, and this person would have a knife anyway. So all I'm training for is useless. Yes, I know everything looks useless if you're just defining rules about how it should look like. And sometimes it looks like you're punching someone and he's just blocking the punch, and then you could argue, well, he just blocked the punch because he didn't punch really hard, so he should punch real next time. And then next time it looks like you cannot block the punch, yeah, because maybe you did something wrong and maybe the other person was stronger. Yeah, then you will just say, well, see, your technique is not working because the other person is clearly stronger. Yeah, but so it doesn't really matter. Either you're showing something and you say the other person didn't really was serious, yeah, or you show it's not working, and then people will say it's not working. So how can you prove that something is working? Yeah, so maybe you have an idea how you can show that something is really effective training, yeah, and something is something that you can apply in a street fight. So tell me in the comments what you think is a real fight and how to train for it the best, with rules, without rules, with gloves, without gloves. Tell me in the comments, and see you over there.